Samson was the strongest man who ever lived. God had set him apart from his mother's womb as a Nazirite, and his supernatural strength came from that covenant. He killed a lion with his bare hands. He defeated 1,000 Philistines with a donkey's jawbone. He tore off city gates and carried them to the top of a mountain. No one could stop him. But Samson had a weakness: women. He fell in love with a Philistine named Delilah. Philistine leaders bribed her with a fortune. Find out where his great strength comes from and how we can tie him up and subdue him. Delilah began pressuring him. Samson, tell me where your great strength comes from. 3 times he lied. He said if they tied him with new ropes, or cords, or wove his hair. Each time she tried and he easily broke free. But Delilah didn't give up. Day after day she pressured, manipulated, and harassed him with the same question. Finally, tired to death of her insistence, Samson revealed everything. No razor has ever touched my head because I've been a Nazirite of God since my mother's womb. If I'm shaved, my strength will leave me and I'll become like any other man. Delilah knew. This time it was the truth. While Samson slept on her lap, she called a man who shaved his head. Then she shouted, "Samson, the Philistines are upon you." He woke up thinking, "I'll go out as before and escape." But he didn't know the Lord had already departed from him. The Philistines captured him, gouged out his eyes, and took him chained to Gaza. They put him to grinding grain in prison like an animal. The strongest man in the world was now blind, humiliated, enslaved, but his hair began to grow back. One day the Philistines held a great feast to their god Dagon and brought Samson out to mock him. The temple was full with 3,000 people on the roof. Samson asked the boy guiding him, "Let me touch the pillars that support the temple so I can lean on them." Then Samson prayed, "Lord, remember me. Strengthen me just this once to avenge myself on the Philistines for my 2 eyes." He leaned against the 2 central pillars, one with each hand, and shouted, "Let me die with the Philistines." He pushed with all his strength. The temple collapsed, killing everyone inside. Samson killed more Philistines in his death than in his entire life. The teaching, your greatest strength can become your greatest weakness when you place it in the wrong hands. Samson was physically invincible but emotionally vulnerable. Delilah didn't defeat him with armies or weapons. She defeated him with persistence and manipulation. Sin always pressures you until you yield. It always promises pleasure but leaves you blind, chained, and humiliated. But there's hope even after the worst fall. Samson lost everything through disobedience, but God gave him one last chance. His hair grew back, his strength returned. Not to live as before, but to finish with purpose. No matter how much you've lost through bad decisions, God can use you once more. Your ending doesn't have to be your greatest failure. It can be your greatest victory.